Please subscribe my YouTube channel, Global Reality Network.
Global Reality Network.
At the edge of the known world, winter is not a season, it is a permanent state of existence. In Siberia, cold is not measured by discomfort, but by survival. Temperatures fall so low that ordinary rules break down. Breath becomes visible. Time outdoors becomes dangerous. And yet, every morning, life begins again. People wake up, dress, and step into a frozen world that feels more like another planet than Earth. This is where the coldest daily temperatures on the planet are not records, but routine. Siberia stretches across northern Asia like a frozen ocean of land. It is vast beyond imagination. Forests, tundra, and mountains extend for thousands of kilometers. Many areas are completely uninhabited, but scattered across this emptiness are towns that refuse to disappear. These places are isolated, often reachable only by frozen roads or air. In winter, rivers turn into highways of ice. Distance here is not measured in kilometers, but in endurance. The reason Siberia is so cold begins with geography. This land is far from warming oceans. There is nothing to moderate the air. In winter, Arctic winds flow south and become trapped. Cold air is heavy, and once it settles into Siberian valleys, it stays. A powerful pressure system known as the Siberian high locks the cold in place. Day after day, the temperature drops further, creating a natural deep freeze that can last for months. Sunlight offers little help. During winter days are short and weak. The sun barely rises above the horizon, and when it does, it brings no warmth. Without sunlight, the ground releases heat into the atmosphere. The snow reflects what little energy remains. Darkness dominates life. This endless cycle of night and cold strips the land of warmth and leaves behind one of the harshest climates humans have ever endured. Among the coldest places on Earth is Oymyakon, a small settlement that has become legendary. Temperatures here have fallen below -67 degrees Celsius. Children grow up knowing numbers that most people only read about. Schools remain open until the cold reaches a level considered too dangerous. Even then, closure is rare. Life continues because it must. Nearby Verkhoyansk holds another extreme. It experiences one of the largest temperature ranges on the planet. Summers can be surprisingly warm, while winters plunge into deadly cold. This contrast makes survival even more challenging. Buildings must withstand massive expansion and contraction. The land itself cracks under stress, yet people remain, adapting year after year. Yakutsk is the coldest major city on Earth. Built entirely on permafrost, it rests on ground that never fully thaws. Engineers cannot dig deep foundations. Pipes run above ground like metal veins. Cars dominate life because walking long distances can be dangerous. In winter, the air feels sharp. Breathing too deeply can cause pain. This is urban life at the edge of human limits. Daily routines here are shaped by cold. Cars are left running for hours or even days because engines freeze solid if turned off fuel beacons. Metal becomes brittle. A simple trip outside requires planning. Skin exposure is calculated. Time is tracked carefully. Mistakes can be deadly. Clothing is not fashion. It is survival technology. Fur-lined boots, thick coats, layered insulation, and face coverings protect against frostbite. Many designs come from indigenous knowledge, passed down through generations. These clothes are not optional. They are life-saving tools shaped by centuries of experience. Food adapts too. Frozen fish is eaten raw. Meat is stored naturally in the open air. Water is collected as ice and melted indoors. Refrigerators are unnecessary. The environment itself preserves everything. What seems extreme elsewhere is normal here. The cold creates strange effects. Sound travels farther. Air feels heavier. Electronics fail quickly. Batteries drain in minutes. Even human behavior changes. People move with purpose. There is no rush, only efficiency. Energy is conserved. Siberia is a reminder of humanity's limits and strengths. In the coldest place on earth, survival is not dramatic. It is quiet, steady, and disciplined. Nature sets the rules here. Humans simply learn to live within them. In the end, Siberia is not just a place of extreme cold. It is a place of extreme balance. Every movement, every decision, and every habit is shaped by an environment that allows no mistakes. Here, nature does not need to threaten. It simply exists, powerful and indifferent. The people who live in this frozen world are not fearless. They are prepared. They understand that survival comes from respect, not resistance. They dress carefully. They move deliberately. They listen to the land and adapt to its rhythm. Siberia challenges the idea of comfort and control. It reminds us that technology can help, but it cannot conquer everything. In a world that often feels predictable, this land remains untamed. The cold writes the rules, and life follows quietly. As temperatures rise across much of the planet, Siberia stands as a reminder of Earth's raw force, a place where winter is not an event, but a way of life. And in the silence of the frozen air, one truth becomes clear. No matter how far humans go, nature always has the final word.